Hello and welcome back to the Players' Championship. We're picking up on the second hole. Let's get into it.
Alright, let's go. Hopefully it doesn't crash again.
That drive, heading straight towards the cut stuff. Going for this green in two, Rich. It's an exciting but daunting task.
The green is minuscule from back in the fairway. You know that you have a little bit room over to the left, but you're going to fall off into a low area. And if you miss it out to the right, you're going to find a very deep bunker on the right-hand side of the green. There's really no great miss around here, but if you're going to go for it, you have to know that your short game is going to bail you out no matter where you miss it.
Opting for the 4-iron here. Better be careful out there. It's danger. It's heading left, isn't it? Getting ready to play their third. Well, that's an impressive little chip.
You better believe it is great stuff to watch.
Currently 1 under for the day.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
Let's take a look at the par 3 third. Straight away mid-iron to short-iron shot.
Such a cool little par 3. Love this green. There's a low section in the front and a high section in the back. And anytime they put the pin all the way in the back section of this green, well, I tell you what, good luck on you. If you miss this green long and or left, that bunker sits some 5 feet below the surface of the green.
This is a good chance. And that putt will end up short.
That will drive you bats.
And he finds himself in a tie for third. Well, the fourth is another great example that it doesn't need to be a long par 4 to be a testing one. This fourth can be menacing, can't it?
Par 4, 384 yards from the back. A long snake-like bunker down the right-hand side to a cool little green with all sorts of movement on it. A very fun hole to play indeed.
We need this one to bounce right. And a chance to move into a tie for second here.
Now that's how you roll the rock.
That's frustrating. This is a par putt. Just 2 shots back after that hole.
That was robbed.
All right, Rich, the par 4 fifth. A strong hole, this one, isn't it?
Par 4, 471 yards from the back. Drive it out to the left-hand side to give yourself the best angle for your second shot into this long, thin green.
Playing from around 160 yards. He's 2 shots back. Going with the pitching wedge here. This one might just sneak off the fairway. This would be a great up and down. Certainly makes putting easy if you can chip it that close.
Judging it beautifully.
That will work. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. The tee shot at the par 4-6 has changed a lot now that that tree's been taken out of the way, Rich. But what do you think of this short par 4?
I missed the tree. I thought that was a really cool feature of this hole. You had to flight it underneath the tree back in the day to find the fairway. The bunker down the left-hand side has been expanded quite a bit as the lake on the left-hand side has been added as well. The front part of this green is protected by tall palm trees that will certainly make you think on your second shots. This is a wonderful little par 4.
Looking good.
Super shot that, and that will take him to 2 under. He's currently in the second position. As we go from a wonderful little par 4, we go to a challenging, longer par 4, the 7.
Par 4, 451 yards, all sorts of danger down the left-hand side. Hit your tee shot out to the right. Second shot, find the green, 2-putt, and sprint to the tee on the 8th.
That always looked wet, didn't it? And here we are with the third shot. Just a stroke behind the leader. That should find the cut stuff. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin. Over 300 yards from the tee as well. That's pretty solid. Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it though. Let's see.
11 feet to the cup.
Looking better.
That limits the damage. Looking ahead now, and this player is currently tied for first in the standings alongside Will Zalatoris.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Opting for the 3-wood. Keep your fingers crossed for a bounce to the right. That's well played. Pin high. That's the mark of a ball striker.
Already had a few birdies today. This for another.
Just go ahead and tap that one in. Justin Thomas currently enjoying first place in this one. The front 9 at TPC Sawgrass finishes with a par 5, but not easy to get there in 2.
It is not a big tee shot down the left center is required. Anything out to the right could catch that bunker and even fall into the water over there on the right. If you decide to go for it, you have to hit a fairway metal long iron high over some trees on the left-hand side to a very narrow green. The layup shot out to the right will make that third shot so much easier into this tiny green.
That's a good-looking shot there. 8 feet to the cup. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. Well done. Take the birdie. And with it, he'll move to a couple under par. So, Rich, give us a halftime report.
Yeah, exciting position, isn't it? You'd rather have the lead on your own, but listen, tie for the lead. Pretty good spot to be in. They're going to have to work to earn this victory. Not really what they were hoping for there.
Henny, how's that ball lying?
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple of hits here.
Close.
Setting up from the first cut here in the green. They could hold it from here. Nice soft hands around the green. What a skill to have.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Gets it to go down. Wow, what a save.
It was off the tee with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
There's some birdie holes out on this course, and the 11th is certainly one of those, but there are some troublesome spots if you get out of play.
There definitely is trouble, but the thing I love about this hole the most, Luke, is that there's so many different ways to play it. Most players will take driver off the tee, but from there, now it's anybody's ball game. You don't have to go for the green on the second shot. You can lay it up over the left. You can lay it up over to the right. You can lay it up long left. There's so many different ways of attacking this hole. Each individual is going to do it differently. I love the second shot on this hole.
getting ready to play their third. Is currently tied for the lead.
Yeah, I couldn't do anything over there.
Playing their fourth shot. If he makes this, he'll save his par.
Short game has been absolutely fantastic today.
Oh, that's a clutch par. And now they're sitting in second, just one spot behind the lead of Justin Thomas. Looks like this one's going to the beach. Will he be able to get out of this one?
They'll have to get their best bunker technique out here because this is nasty.
Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Oh, this will be good for the momentum. Let's make this birdie putt. We can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 3 under. Solid play finds that player moving up the leaderboard after that hole. Well, as you start to head for home here at TPC Sawgrass, you're blessed with this wonderful par 3 13th.
So many different levels to this green on the par 3, playing 181 yards from the back. You can get it close. You can even make a hole in one, but watch out if you hit the wrong spot on the green. It'll be difficult to 2-putt from there.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Bit too heavy-handed there. Well, that'll maintain the momentum. Nice par putt. Currently at -3 for the event. There's a few birdie opportunities out of the gate here on the second 9 at TPC Sawgrass, but it really starts to toughen up down the stretch, starting here with a difficult par 4 14.
Difficult tee shot on this, playing some 481 yards from the tip. You find the fairway, and you've got a decent chance of finding the green with your second shot. But if you're out of position anywhere on this hole, your number will go up exponentially.
He's looking for an early KO against Lydia after that. Wow, she's on the ropes and maybe down on the canvas if he continues.
Bang. Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. And that will take him to 4 under. And a quick glimpse of the leaderboard, and they're currently first, with Justin Thomas right behind them. The par 4 15th again requires another strong tee shot because there's some trees in the way, Rich.
One of the more simple tee shots on the golf course, par 4, 470 yards. Just a little fade required off the tee to the fairway. The green sits up above the fairway a little bit, surrounded by a couple of bunkers, but I gotta say, I like this hole. It's straightforward, it's simple, before you head into the final 3.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here. That was a gallant attempt.
Oh, you fat dog.
4 feet to the cup. And that was a bogey by our leader, so the rest of the field feeling a little opportunity here to close the gap. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. As we head to the 16th tee, the famous par 5 reached the start of the gauntlet.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out, lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Oh, what a fucking shit kick.
I don't think you planned for that.
Oh, that wall
to win the Players' Championship, you've got to run the gauntlet, Rich. Here we are with that big testing second shot at 16.
The water down the right-hand side is very obvious. What's not obvious are the grass bunkers on the left-hand side. You hit it in those, no guarantee of getting up and down. If you take on the green and find it, then you're almost guaranteed a birdie 4.
Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? And this one is for his par. There it is. Will Zalatoris is coming off another birdie, which will take him to 1 off the pace.
And the lead is shrinking out there, Luke, getting close.
Well, that'll work. Up on the dance floor. Could have been worse.
Outside chance here for the birdie.
Fuck yourself.
Well, this would be a bonus. This is a very long putt.
This is what they have left for par.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
This one will run uphill.
Okay, steady now.
Fuck off.
You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. He's currently tied for third.
Not much happening. Moving down the leaderboard, never a good sign.
Get up, get up, get
Looks
up,
like
get
they
up.
put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Well, if you find yourself in the fairway, Rich, at the final hole at TPC Sawgrass, you've obviously navigated a very tough shot. But there's just one more to play.
There's one final test. The second shot at 18. Water ever so close to the left-hand side. Green has a lot of movement from back to front. Find the right level. Give yourself a decent opportunity to make birdie. But par, never a bad score at the 18th at TPC Sawgrass.
What a putt. Started this perfectly.
Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Just a tiny putt is all that remains.
That's bullshit right there.
Well, that's a shame. Off to a great start, but ultimately they blew it.
They did. It was, they had everything going in the front nine, and all of a sudden they make the turn.
PGA2K Sports, in association with the PGA Tour, is proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Players' Championship. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this final round action. I'm Luke Elvey, here alongside Rich Beam. And Rich, this next golfer starts their round. What do you think about their chances?
Right now, Luke, this player is trailing heading into the final round. However, many things can happen. If the leader stumbles, this player's got a great opportunity to bypass, overtake, and win this tournament.
Can't wait to see how today's play plays out. Time to get to the action. A birdie putt awaits. Ooh, right by the hole. It's just about 3 feet away. Currently 1 under for the tournament. Here we are at the second tee.
Driver not necessarily required here because you have to shape your tee shot from right to left, and if you're a right-handed golfer, that's not the easiest thing to do. So lefties have a better opportunity, I think, of finding this fairway than most with driver. From there, a second shot over a long bunker to a green that's very narrow, dotted by pot bunkers. Truly is one of the coolest par 5s on this layout.
Looks to be going with the 4-iron. Well, it looks like they tried to be bold there, Rich, but it didn't quite work out for them.
It was going to take 2 mighty lashes to get there. However, they've left themselves in prime position.
I'm pretty sure he'll be happy to be back on the green. What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
This is on a great line.
Oh, that had eyes for it. Lovely shot. With that hole finished, they're currently in top spot alongside Will Zalatoris.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
Oh,
left.
need a swing lesson.
He didn't look to hit that one quite so flush. Well, there's the line, the green side bunker. Can they get this one up and down?
Nope.
Well, safer than the surface. Maybe it's time to hole a long-range bomb. Oh, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. Oh, what a shame. That would have been a nice one to hole. That one goes down for bogey. Well, that's a shame. That'll drop them down the standings, that's for sure. And on the tee now, coming off the bogey. Might have a bit of a sting in the tail, I'd imagine.
Just a small little twisty par 4. Just going to take out a fairway wood, find the fairway, and from there you're going to have a small second shot, probably a wedge. 3 distinct sections to this green, the front, the right, and the back left, and all of them have their difficulties when hitting your approach shot into them. However, in my mind's eye, if you find the fairway, you should have a decent look for birdie.
Yep, that shot's safely on the green.
There's a long way, but I tell you what, I've seen it happen before, so there's a chance.
Oh, that's too bad. Make this putt. He'll tie for top spot on the leaderboard. Nice little putt to hole, that one. He's currently in a share of top spot. Now on the tee of a long par 4.
Huge mounding down the left-hand side that you want to avoid at all costs. The bunker down the right-hand side, to be fair, is not that bad. But a little further right of that, though, that's the water. You want no part of it. Second shot is downhill to a green. To be fair, that's mostly flat, runs from back left to front right, but one of the more benign greens on this layout.
Opting for the 5-iron. Wow, what happened there?
Hard to control the distance when you're coming out of the rough.
And he's down there. You got a read?
Yeah, guys, he's got 28 feet here.
Well, that's a bit disappointing.
I think they gave that one too much respect. They didn't want to hit it too hard and go racing past the hole.
Next up is this par 4 hole.
Par 4, 393 yards from the back. Most players taking out a long iron or hybrid just for placement in the fairway. This green is surrounded by tall palm trees. Don't get caught out by one.
This would be a momentum saver here, getting this up and down.
And a par putt awaits him. Yeah, that's lovely weight. Getting it right up by the hole. Excellent job. Justin Thomas is at the top of the leaderboard with a 1-shot lead. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole.
And as you can see, there's a long fairway bunker down the left-hand side that makes you believe there's more room left than you actually have. It's just not there. Players should be looking a little bit further right. If you find the fairway, your second shot should be straightforward. In fact, Luke, I made a 2 here one time, so that shows you how simple this hole can be.
This one looks to be headed towards the fairway. And what's in front of them there, Henny?
And from around 135 yards. What a drive that was. F1, watch out.
Oh, that's a great approach shot. Putting for bogey here. That gets the job done. Justin Thomas is our current leader. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one.
Par 3, 237 yards in length. A brute, to say the least. It is a tough hole surrounded by bunkers. If you can make 3 here, you're a happy person.
That dog will hunt.
This putt for inside the top 5 on the leaderboard. Well, what a way to bounce back.
Thank God
nice
for
putt
that.
to hole. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. And it's that man, JT, on top spot of this leaderboard. Good play from Justin Thomas. Teeing off here at the 9th hole.
All right, nice and slow. Ready? Nice and not too slow. There you go.
That looks to be a fairway finder to me.
Alright, should we go for it or not? Well, we can just... Oh, no, it's not going to reach.
It's heading to the rough for mine. And this from the greenside rough. Oh, I thought that one was going in. Just 9 feet remaining to the hole.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke. Getting their groove on.
Always positive coming off a birdie. Let's see what happens here. That's heading for the fairway.
Don't lie.
Coming up from the bunker. And here we are with the 3rd shot. He's currently tied for the lead. Oh, that's the hands of a surgeon. Lovely touch.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
You've arrived at a par 5.
Par 5, 558 yards long. Avoid the fairway bunkers on the left-hand side, and you might have a hope of going for it in 2. However, you better be brave and you better know what you're doing, because this green will call you out on the 2nd shots if you're not careful.
Lining up from about 230 yards here. Going with the hybrid. That's the common mistake. Hitting it out to the left.
It's very out on the right.
Getting ready to play their 3rd. Time now for the 4th shot. Currently tied for the lead. How close was that to going down? Par putt coming up here.
Short game has been especially sharp today, Luke. Very impressive.
So no movement there. The player remains at even par. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Par 4 12th, a new design in the last couple of years. Water all the way down the left-hand side, but it's a drivable par 4. Most players will bail out to the right, but the brave ones will take on the green with their tee shots. 2s and 3s are easy to come by, but so are 5s and 6s if you get it out of position.
This would be a great up and down. Wow, that almost went in the hole. A good opportunity here, just 6 feet to the hole.
Trying to save par here.
So no movement on the leaderboard there, remaining at even overall. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
And this is a really cool par 3. You've got 3 distinct areas on the green, front right, all the way on the left-hand side, and the back right. Wherever they put the pin is going to dictate what shot shape you want to have into that green. I think it's a really cool design because it requires you to think about how you want the golf ball to land on the green and the way you want it to bounce. I think Pete Dye did a great job in designing this green.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Just 4 feet remaining between him and the hole. That's a good putt for par. You'll take it. He finds himself in a share of the lead. Let's begin the 14th.
If you hit it down the left-hand side, the golf ball will chase a long way, but you'll be blocked out by some trees. You hit it out to the right, you're going to be on top of a mound, but you'll have a really good idea of what's in front of you. This hole historically plays as one of the toughest ones on the back nine, and it's all because of where that green sits. It sits from right to left with a decent amount of movement in it. It is not straightforward at all. This hole causes players all kinds of problems.
Oh, just missed. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Ooh.
Fuck's sake.
And this one will be for bogey. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. Quite often the hardest hole in golf, a long par 4.
Players do hit through a chute off this tee shot, which makes it a little bit simpler, I believe, for the players. Bunker down the right-hand side is no good because you'll have trees blocking you out with your second shot. If you miss it left into the pine straw, now you've got some trees blocking you out there, so finding the fairway is imperative. This green is no fun. You find the center of the green and you might be able to putt every single day, but in all reality, you have to find the correct section in order to give yourself the best look at making a putt.
An opportunity to make a par here.
It's looking solid.
And the putt drops, now 1 over, heading down the stretch.
They're going to have to dig deep to pull this one out. Let's see what they got.
This hole is a par 5.
Fun-filled adventure waits. Find the fairway, and let's see how brave you are. Do you want to take on the second shot and try and knock it on the green? Of course you do. But watch out. Lots of water awaiting a wayward second.
Rich, fortune favours the brave at TPC Sawgrass, but no more than here at the 16th.
You better be confident in what your abilities are, because if you get it wrong, you'll find out in a hurry with this second shot here at 16. You miss it right, you're in the drink. You miss it left, you're going to be in some mounds. You can catch a nasty lie, and that's not any place you want to be. It really is a difficult shot from over on the left-hand side. One of the most underrated difficult shots on this golf course. However, if you're brave, find the center of the green, make eagle, life's good.
Well, here we go, Rich. We're at the penultimate hole, the 17th.
Par 3 17th, 137 yards, island green. I've actually seen a caddy throw it onto this green, but with a golf club in your hand, can you hit the green?
Looks like they're going with the pitching wedge. That's just inside the range.
Slim chance for a birdie, but in all reality, 2-putt for par would be just fine.
It was on a good line. And finishing this hole with a little tap in. This player getting ready to play their final hole, just a shot off the pace. This is the all-important stretch. Time to make your move.
Yeah, that'll work. That's fine.
Time for the second shot on the 18th. Chosen the pitching wedge here. And here we are with the third shot. Only one shot off the pace. Yeah, that's a top little chip shot, that one.
Such soft.
Well, this player will now wait nervously in the clubhouse for the rest of the field to finish. Currently tied for first.
Yeah, still lots of players out there, Luke, that can change the outcome of this tournament. You're just going to have to wait and see.
Well, that concludes our tournament, and the gap between victory ends up being 3, Rich.
Just needed to be a little bit sharper with the irons this week. Overall, they were good, but it was less than spectacular in spots. It's something they're going to need to go back and work on before